Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
It's live.
Yeah, it looks on
Sir,
my.
it started streaming, sir.
Yeah, you can start it.
Started streaming.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I think we should open the session.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's not wait anymore.
If everything is okay, then I will start.
Yeah, yeah, please, please, sir.
So, very good afternoon to you all. I am Dr. Anil Pete, Associate Dean, School of Pharmacy and Technology Management, NMIMS University, Hyderabad campus. Welcome you all for a very special session on career goal setting. Dear friends, ask any student of class 12 about their future goals, and you are more than likely to get utterly confusing answers. It's not because they are ambitionless or have no idea about what to do in the future. It's because they do not know the right step or educational qualification they need to pursue their dreams. Most students believe that the class 12 board results are the wind beneath their wings. They are, but only if the students know how to take advantage of the several directions and paths that are open to them, they can fly wherever they want. Since a student has a plethora of diploma, certificate, and degree courses to choose from, it can be confusing, overwhelming, and limitless. The best advice in such cases is to go and pursue the course that interests and inspire you to achieve your best. The conventional courses are still in good demand, but you can choose the courses which are the integrated degree programs or dual degree program depending upon your personal choice and interest. Just to solve this confusion, today we have two specialists with us. One is Miss Rachna Kakar. She is millennial career specialist working with NMIMS University Mumbai campus, and the second person is Dr. Santosh Ele, who is working as a faculty with School of Pharmacy and Technology Management, NMIMS University, Hyderabad, and he is also the certified NLP trainer. So today we have two trainers with us, and this session is not only useful for only the 12th standard students, but this session is also useful for the students who opted for the program, who are there in the program, and how to move forward as far as their career is concerned. So, with this brief, I just hand over the session to our faculty member, Dr. Lakshman, to introduce our both the speakers to the audience and begin with the program. Dr. Lakshman, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Anil. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Lakshman Pulli. Very good afternoon to all of you. So, for this session, we have two wonderful speakers, and my job is to make sure that both these talks they go on time. So, I'll be moderating the session. So, let us have it in this way that we'll have the talks first, and then we can take the questions at the end, so that we'll have some time. So without wasting much time, let's go ahead with our talks. So it's my pleasure to introduce you my colleague, Dr. Santosh Yele, who is working as assistant professor at our SVKM NMIMS University, Hyderabad, at School of Pharmacy and Technology Management. Dr. Santosh is a very experienced researcher, and his field of research is in nutraceuticals, lifestyle diseases like diabetes, natural products, and pharmacognosy. He has more than 17 publications to his credit, and he's authored more than 4 books. He's also the recipient of Best Teaching Faculty Award by NMIMS University, and also a Young Scientist Travel Grant recipient, which was awarded by the Government of Canada. And today he's going to talk about the career opportunities that are available in pharma management. And Dr. Santosh, the session is over to you, and you have 20 minutes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Lakshman. That was a wonderful introduction. Without wasting much time, let me share with you my screen, and we'll go with the expected session, career opportunities in the pharma management. So can you see my screen?
I think not yet.
Not very.
Yes, sir, you're good to go. Please keep it on presentation mode and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome friends, my students and dear fellow colleagues. So today I'm going to talk on career opportunities in pharma management. It is a very crispy and short talk. Will take not more than 20 minutes. First of all, I congratulate all the participants who they are past their 12th. For them, what I have with me is what is the point we need to take in consideration for the career selection. And I will more give emphasis on pharma management as a career option. What is the current status and how we as an NMIMS or SPTM can help you. So this is what I'm going to talk on. So first of all, let's discuss about what are the major important points that every parent and student need to think about, or normally they consider the points before selection any of the course. So most of the time they have decided very before the before going the HSC exam or the 10+2 exam, and they choose their subjects and they prospectively decide what will be the or which will be the university institution, or after that getting the graduation or post graduation, which company or which area they want to focus and what could be the job profile they are expecting. So this is how they try to consider, they try to build up their selection criteria for the better future or the better career. But nowadays you can't find any specific way, because there is flood of information sources and courses available online and offline. And this is the point where we as a teacher or we as a school plays our role to help them to decide how to choose their career and what to choose. So as a part of healthcare industry and pharmaceutical industry, let me give a snapshot of healthcare and pharmaceutical industry. India is one of the second most populous country in the world, and that's where the market and that's where the potential lies. The population of India projected about 1.3 billion. And this is currently 1.3 billion, projected to be 2 billion by 2050. So that's a huge market, a big market for entire world. And take to the other side of the situation of the healthcare or pharmaceutical industry, lifestyle and paying capacity of normal human being is day by day increasing. So by taking care of by taking consideration of these 2 points, there is a huge demand, huge market for all the pharma industries, all the healthcare industries is India or the Asian countries. And as an Indian, we are the youngest population in the world, and we have very less, like near about 10% population which are above 60 year, and that's again a separate kind of market for the healthcare industry, because these are the population that are to the old age diseases, metabolic diseases as per their age. And taking the benefit of this situation, government of India is planning to increase the public health spending to 2.5% of the country's GDP. That is expected by 2050. So this is how the current healthcare in the Indian scenario. Now let's see what is the pharma management and healthcare industry currently doing. So this is the only industry you can look around during this pandemic or the entire COVID situation. It is only healthcare industry, whether it is doctor or the nurse or pharma people. They are continuously at front. They are working day and night without any recession in the pharma industry. All the other industries, including IT and all the others, they face the recession. They face the pandemic attack on their personal and professional life. But pharma industries stand still in this situation, and the modern lifestyle, the paying capacity increase by entire population, it gives massive impact with this situation also. So we take this as an advantage, though it is not, but we take as a pharma industry or healthcare industry, we look at that as a opportunity for the better market and better employment opportunities. So look at that. What is the current situation in India specifically due to the increased population? We now turn towards the different kind of industry. Initially, food, cloth, and shelter was the primary needs, but now it is not. It is now become a customized thing. Means we need specialized brand for the clothing or the quality and cost. We are become more customized about the costing, brand, and quality. Similarly, in the food also, we are more aware about the health, or we become more conscious about the health, and so customize health for supplement or customize wellness equipments and supplements, then metabolic health supplements. So on the basis of this, FMCG is another industry which is growing in the very fast way, very high pace. Similarly, the infrastructure and the real estate, this industry, it is also growing good. So these are the three industries. They are more in the front market or front employability. But look at the fourth part, which is become essential now, apart from these three needs: healthcare industry or healthcare or pharmaceutical industry. It's become the uninevitable. You cannot avoid the healthcare industry or the pharma industry as far as the routine life or normal life is concerned. And during this pandemic, this is highly observed that healthcare and pharma industry is one of the exceptionally working, and we cannot avoid these people, these employee or these manpower to maintain our routine life, daily healthy life. So we need better medicine, we need better diagnosis, we need supportive healthcare, we need medical devices, that is one of the booming industry right now, and we need continuous drug supply on the continuous basis. So this is how these are the four industries based on the population, based on the requirement. These are the four industries where large of employability is available, large of jobs are available, and we personally, I am as a part of healthcare or pharma industry, I am looking at healthcare industry or healthcare management at a highest peak of employability in the last 50 years. Just look at the scenario, current scenario, what is happening in the pharma industry. Pharma is the Indian pharma industry is the largest generic provider to entire world. So if you look at the in terms of the digits, pharma industry supply over 50% of global demand for the various vaccines and the drugs like infective or the anti-infective medicines to enter world. Means we supply 50% of the global demand. That's big pharma industry, or that big Indian pharma industry is. And it is expected to grow to $100 billion US dollar by 2025. Means next 5 years, there will be a huge shift in the pharma industry. We'll have a big market for the jobs, big openings in the pharma industry. So look at the domestic market. That was the 100 billion is a global market. Even in the domestic market, pharma industry is doing great. So means by 20 in the history 2018, it was $18 billion industry in the domestic market, but within a 1 year it reached by the 20 billion industry. Means near about 10% increase in the domestic market also. So even in the domestic market, we have large opportunities for the jobs. And looking at the international trade policies, FDI inflow to the Indian market, to the Indian pharmaceutical sector is increased by 16 billion. That's a huge amount. Which create larger opportunities for the budding graduate or the coming graduate, pharma graduate. 1 lakh crore fund to boost API. See, I will take you to the very close situation in my area in Hyderabad, in the where our school is situated. Near about 800-acre land is marked for only API cluster. API cluster means such a kind of huge investment government is doing, and that gives us idea about what kind of job, what kind of bigger jobs will be there in the pharma industry. So means this kind of investment is not happened in the last 5 years in any of the industries. if you look at the other industries like IT or any other. But pharma industry is going because we want, like respected honorable our prime minister says, we need to be atmanirbhar, we need to be very self-fulfilled. In that case, this is the first step taken by government to boost the API industries. And vision pharma vision 2020, that was the dream by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. At that time he proposed the pharma vision 2020, and we are leading to that dream very soon. We are getting that achievement very soon. Means most of the area is covered by the current government, and very soon we will be in that vision. So this is how Indian pharma market, Indian pharma management market is expanding like anything, and there are huge opportunities for the jobs in the pharma industry. So just a quick snapshot of the Indian pharma market value. So look at the 2009 value, it was $12 billion. Within 10 years, it was tenfold, 22. And in the next 5 years, mean last 10 years, it was $10 billion industry increase. But now within 5 years, the same growth is happened in the last 5 years, in the coming 5 years, coming 5 years. So this is what the expected growth in the pharma industry. So my friends, there is a huge opportunity for the jobs, for the business or entrepreneurship in the Indian market. But this is what the snapshot of the pharma industry. And what currently we are doing, pharma is restricted to the dispensing and preparation of the medicine. So we know limited about research and development, the dispensing pharmacy or the community pharmacy. These are the restricted area that we are exposed to, but it is not the limitation of pharmacy. Pharmacy is far behind that. So what are the different avenues in the healthcare or pharma industries? Look at that. First is pharma as a core, where the drug is manufactured. OTC as a core, the general domestic market. Bulk drug formulation. This is one of the traditional market of the traditional way of healthcare industry. But apart from this, now we are moving ahead. We are now having contract research organizations. It's look at that compound annual growth is 12 to 15%. Then hospital, this is a new industry. Now we have more than 10 lakh beds per year increasing in the hospital industry. Medical tourism, look at the compound annual growth, 20%, 10,000 crore industry. Then medical devices, this is one of the booming industry in the last 5 years, medical devices. So many people, so many small scale industries, they are entering in the medical devices. The growth rate, look at the growth rate, annual compound growth rate is 20%. And apart from these, the unconventional insurance in the healthcare, digital health services. Look at now Microsoft, Google, everybody is entered in the digital health services. None of the mobile industry is escape from this. Every mobile industry is somehow related to the digital health. Nowadays, you can see that every of the gadget we are using, whether it is mobile or the smartwatches, any gadget you can see, everything is connected to this somewhere in the health. So all these industries, these are the new avenues. These are the new avenues for the B.Pharm graduate. But it's not only B.Pharm graduate who can excel in this. You need a hyphenation. You need a support of a proper management course. And we as NMIMS have this customized course to help the students. So apart from these core industries, what actually core jobs we have in the pharma industry for the B.Pharm+MBA graduates? Sales and marketing, one of the best and one of the leading job available to the B.Pharm+MBA graduates. Regulatory affairs and quality assurance. This is another little bit core to the pharma, but not to the MBA. But if you have MBA, then your opportunity, your expectation or the growth expectation will be increased by 10%, tenfold growth or the tenfold promotions you can expect with the B.Pharm+MBA course. And then communication and CSR. This is what the new industry coming out in the healthcare sector, communication and CSR. Now, communication, CSR, medical affairs. Till now, we were only talking about sales, marketing, regulatory affairs, R&D as a pharma jobs. But communication and CSR and medical affairs, these are the two areas they are taking entire credit for growth and the means sustainable growth in the pharma market, the healthcare market. Because if you have MBA in support to the core pharma, then you can lead, you can excel in these two areas very fast, very quickly. Yesterday only I saw a McKinsey's report and the salaries. According to the that McKinsey report, sales, market, and regulatory affairs within the first 5 years, they can reach up to the 50 to 60 lakhs per annum salary package. And contrary to that, communication and CSR and medical affairs, they get this slab, they get this package even within the 3 years of their starting career. So this much potential the B.Pharm MBA graduate can have within a short period of time, 3 years. So what we as a NMIMS, we as the School of Pharmacy and Technology Management can give these budding kids or these budding pharmacists or who they are want to board our plane. Tailor-made course, we have a customized course with industrial requirement, with the expectation to be place them as a techno manager. Then we provide a time saver course that can cut down your 1 year. Instead of taking 4 years of degree course and 2 years of postgraduate course, we are providing this sandwich course in 5 years. So you can save your 1 year. That is a precious 1 year. You can excel. You can reach to your goal 1 year ahead than your other friends who are taking conventional degree course. We are the pioneer in MBA B.Pharm kind of course. We have an integrated pharma course with the management, because NMIMS is known for its management part, and taking advantage of that part, we are providing every possible exposure to all the graduate students who they are taking B.Pharm MBA. Another characteristic we have is corporate exposure and placement. From the very first day, we are exposing all our students to corporate world, because we are inviting every month, we are inviting one corporate person who is excelling in the pharma industry to interact with our students. We have another exposure, like we interact with our alumni on the fortnight basis. So student is continuously exposed and interacting with the industry itself, the people working on field. So we are having that legacy with us, and more on that, or top of that, we are providing 100% placement assistance. After my talk, you will have a talk from one of the faculty member. She is taking care of our placement section or the corporate affairs. So this is what as a school we are providing, and as a university we are accredited with the 3.9 CGPA. We are category 1 university by MHRDA. We have in collaboration with the top university across the globe. We have a research focused faculty, and so we called ourselves as a research focused university. We have placement stellar stack record, and the best, we having highly qualified faculty members with us. So students, that's all from my side. What the MBA graduates or the pharma management people can do in the pharma management sector or healthcare pharmaceutical sector. That's all from my side. Thank you very much for your patient listening. I know I was bit fast because of time constraint, but if you have any question, you can ask me questions in the question answer session.
Yeah.
So thank you, sir. That was a quick talk. I hope it was not too fast.
No, it was good. It was good. Thank you, Dr. Santosh Yele. So basically the message is that there is a very promising future for pharmaceutical industry, and there is an abundance of pharma employment opportunities over there. And more importantly, the jobs are quite lucrative ones, and they are looking for this combination of this B.Pharm and MBA degree. So all is set. So only thing I'm sure, I mean, students might after 10+ might be having lots of questions to ask. What we'll do is we'll take the questions later on. But then again, let's move on to the. Thank you very much, Dr. Santosh, for this wonderful talk. Let us move on to our next speaker. Let me have a. I'm glad to introduce Ms. Rachna Kakar. She is millennial career specialist, and she's a management graduate specializing in HR and labor laws. She's a postgraduate in commerce. She's an educationalist with more than 15 years of experience in education industry, spanning from elementary to higher education. She has inspired more than 2,000 millennials to kickstart their careers. And her core competencies include counseling, coaching, communications, placements, interpersonal skills, HR, and cross-functional management. And she's a speaker, and she's also an author of the book, How to Grow Your Net Worth. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Rachna Kakar, and the title of her talk is Career Success Mindset and Goal Setting. Ma'am, welcome, and you have 40 minutes for your talk.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Lakshman. Thank you, Dr. Pete, for inviting me. Thank you, Dr. Santosh, for having me here. Thank you, all the faculty members who've joined in. So I would want to welcome everybody. First of all, I would want to thank all the participants and welcome them, because it's a Sunday afternoon. Now, Sunday, you would have been doing anything. No, you would have just been chilling, watching Netflix. But you are different. You are different because you wanted to learn something new. And that's the reason you all are here. So you will go a long way in your career, trust me, because you have that urge for learning. So once again, welcome everybody. Now, before I start my presentation, I would want a small promise from you all. So I don't want this to be a one-way traffic, because it's a virtual world. We understand. So I cannot see you. So if you all are comfortable switching your videos on, please go ahead so that I can see you all. And if not, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem. And second promise that I want from you all is that I would want you all to be with me till the end of the session. So will you keep this promise? Just go ahead and type a yes in the comment box. Will you remain with me till the end of the session? Okay, great, great, great. Super. Thank you so much. So so Dr. Lakshman has introduced me, and you must be wondering and imagining कि सारे लोग जो career की बात करते हैं, they always talk about skill sets. You should have this skill set, you should have that skill set. But what is this lady talking about? She is talking about mindset. Yes, my dear students. Yes, my dear participants, I am talking about mindset. So let's jump into the presentation. Let me share my screen. 1 second. Okay. So can you all see my screen?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, thank you so much. So before, once again, I would want to welcome you all, and I would want to know from you all, which city are you all joining me from? Let us quickly understand. Which city are you joining in from? Go ahead, type in the comment box. Which city are you from? Go ahead, type in the comment box. Okay, okay, great, great, great. Super. So welcome once again. And let's understand what will you learn about. So you will learn about career success mindset. You will learn about goal setting, how to set goal. Everybody keeps talking about goals, but how to set goals is something which we need to learn. And then if time permits, I would also want to talk about the top 10 most sought after skills that recruiters look for. So let me share a success formula with you all. Let me share the success formula. Are you all ready to explore the success formula? Okay. So to succeed in your career, it is 80% of your mindset and 20% of the skill sets that contribute. Do you find this a little shocking? Did you find this a little shocking? Go ahead, come on, make this engaging. Go ahead, type in the comment box if this is an eye opener for you. Because all this while you were thinking that it is only skill sets. Yes, people are finding it. So let me tell you how. There is something called as Pareto's principle, where 20% of your efforts give you 80% of the results. So you need to work on your mindset, but this 20% of skill set is also important, because as per your Pareto's principle, ye 20% skill sets, they are going to give you your 80% of results in making your career. So let us understand what a career success mindset is. There are different characteristics that form a career success mindset. Number one is burning desire. Number two is embracing failure. Number three is lifelong learning. So I will just take you through, and then I will one by one take them in detail. Next is seek out challenges, go beyond your limits, flexible with the path, focus on your strengths, and perfection is a myth. So these things make a career success mindset. Let's understand what a burning desire is. So there is something which is called a wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, कोई भी चीज आपने लाइफ में सोच ली, आपने सोच लिया, I want this job, I want to be successful in my career. That's just a thinking. But what is a burning desire? Let me explain this to you with a short story. तो एक बहुत ही फेमस अंकल जी थे, और वो अंकल जी जब एक विलेज में गए तो उनके एक आप लोग जैसे ही एक स्टूडेंट था who was very keen on learning, and he thought that uncle ji इतने successful हैं, so why don't I learn the success formula from uncle ji so that I also become very very successful in life. So what he did was, जैसे ही अंकल जी विलेज में आए, immediately इवनिंग में वो लड़का अंकल जी के पास पहुंच गया एंड अंकल जी से बोलने लगा, अंकल जी I want to learn the success formula from you. अब now this man, he was a little strict, ज्यादा बात नहीं करते थे, तो ये बोल उन्होंने उनको नीचे से ऊपर तक देखा उस लड़के को और बोला, you want to learn the success formula? Come tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock. Now this person is wondering कि अरे मैंने तो 4 o'clock देखा ही नहीं, मैं तो सुबह सीधा 8 बजे उठता हूँ, 4 बजे होता क्या है, 4 भी बजता है क्या? But anyways, he was very keen for learning. So he said, ठीक है, I will go. Now 4 o'clock morning, he is right there at Uncle Ji's door. Uncle Ji got up, opened the door, and he started walking towards the jungle. Now, अंकल जी जंगल की तरफ चलते जा रहे हैं और ये जो लड़का है जिसको सीखने की चाह है वो उनके पीछे चलता जा रहा है. He was thinking कि हो सकता है भाई अंकल जी मुझे फॉरेस्ट के अच्छे से नेचर के साथ मिलकर सक्सेस फॉर्मूला समझाएंगे. चलते गए, समुद्र आ गया, सी आ गई, सी के पास गए, देखा अच्छा ये अंकल जी मुझे समुद्र के किनारे बैठा के समझाएंगे कि सक्सेस फॉर्मूला होता क्या है. बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत मजा आएगा. Now what he did next was, uncle started walking into the sea. पानी में चले गए, आधे कवर हो गए, बेचारा लड़का उनके पीछे जा रहा है. He is a little short heighted, तो पानी उसके गले तक आ गया है, पीछे जा रहा है. अंकल जी ऑलमोस्ट हाफ तक पानी में है और वो लड़के के पूरा नेक तक पानी आ गया है. एंड देन स्टिल अंकल जी इज मूविंग. नाउ एज सून एज वो पूरा पानी से कवर हो जाता है, पानी के नीचे पहुंच जाता है, व्हाट अंकल जी डज इज, अंकल जी उसको ऐसे करके प्रेस कर देते हैं और पूरा पानी के नीचे उसको डुबो देते हैं. नाउ he is not able to breathe, he is getting suffocated and he is wondering, now how do I get out of it? He waits for 1 minute, 2 minutes, but when it becomes the matter of life and death, what he does is he gives a big kick to the uncle ji and he comes out of water and he runs toward the shore. So he's like, Uncle Ji asked, did you get the formula to success? And he's like, come on, यहाँ मेरी जान पे बनी थी और आप success formula बता रहे थे. Uncle Ji said something really interesting. He said, the day success becomes important for you, just like your breath, that is the day you will succeed in life. जिस दिन जितनी important आपके लिए हवा लेना या सांस लेना है, उतनी important success हो जाएगी, उस दिन आप successful होंगे. So that's what a burning desire to success is. And you all, when you move in your career, a lot of distractions will come your way, which will stop you. अरे आज फ्रेशर पार्टी है, थोड़ा माइंड डाइवर्ट हो सकता है, क्या करूं, फ्रेंड्स के संग पार्टी है, चली जाऊं. नो, बट दैट फोकस हैज टू रिमेन बिकॉज you are in the habit of having success as your burning desire. So that was the success mindset number 1. Mindset number 2 is that failure is feedback. Over my career of 15 years with the education industry, where I have interacted with so many youngsters, I always see, especially जब job interviews की बात आती है, people when they interact and go for interviews, sometimes it happens that consecutively 5-6 interviews they face, and then they are not getting selected. They get disappointed. Let me tell you one thing. Failure is equal to feedback. Take every failure as a feedback and keep on improving. Like you can see in this slide, all successful people failed multiple times in their life, in their career. If you look at Jack Ma, who's the founder of Alibaba, Jack Ma, when KFC was launching in China, that time, there were 23 people or 24 people who applied for KFC for a job. Everybody got selected except for Jack Ma. He was the only one who got rejected. So I am not saying that you be careless and keep failing, but whenever you fail, do not get disappointed. Do not get disappointed. Just analyze that where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? What are my areas of improvement? How can I improve? So making a failure is okay, but not repeating it. अब एक ही गलती को बार बार करेंगे तो वो गलत हो जाता है. वो तो ऐसा रहेगा कि आप फेलियर को बार बार वो कर रहे हैं. फेलियर is okay. Analyze it. Take your feedback from every failure. And one very interesting thing is that people don't even try. So sometimes what happens is that fear of failure is there. अरे मैंने ये काम किया और मैं फेल हो गया तो. Fear is false. Let me tell you, the fear is completely false. Let me share a small story with you. Now there are two things. One is a fear and one is a danger. Now, पहला तो डेंजर क्या होता है मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. अब आपको पता है कि नेशनल पार्क से एक टाइगर छूट गया है और बाहर आ गया है, आपके एरिया में घूम रहा है, और आपको पता है कि अगर आप बाहर निकलेंगे तो there is a danger that tiger will catch hold of you. It's a danger जो एक्चुअली आपको दिख रहा है. अब अगर आप ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हुआ, लेट्स इमेजिन कि सिचुएशन एकदम नॉर्मल है, आप बाहर निकले ही नहीं, आपने अपने मन में, माइंड में, यू मेड अप अ स्टोरी दैट व्हाट इफ द टाइगर कम्स, व्हाट इफ द टाइगर ईट्स मी, and what if I am no more? So this is a fear. So most of the time we are living into fear, which is false. There is no danger, but people do not even try that. If I fail, what will happen? With this in mind, they don't even try. So fear is equal to failure. Failure is equal to feedback. One important point. And number two is that fear is false. So just go for it. Just go for it. Don't let this fear stop you from trying new things in life, new areas to explore. Next one is lifelong learning. Now, it is very important to be a lifelong learner. If you want to grow in your job or in your career overall, being a lifelong learner is very, very important. If all the CEOs of the top technology companies, if they would have stopped learning, they would have never explored what are the new technologies coming in, and they will not be market leaders. So learning is very important. Now, once again, I would want to share another story with you here. Are you all finding the stories interesting? Let me ask you, then only I will share the next one. Go ahead, just go ahead and type in the comment box, interesting. Go ahead, type in the comment box, interesting. Okay, superb. Okay, so this story, how being a lifelong learner is very important. So there was a master Suzuki. You know, there are Suzuki's, those masters from Japan. So there was this master Suzuki and he had many students जो उनके पास रहते थे. So he had a long program where he used to train them, and it was a residential program. So students used to stay with him. In Japan, there is a culture that students do their own work and they also do the teacher's work. So they used to do all the cooking and everything for the master. Now there was one student who was like full of attitude. He's like, ये टीचर को क्या आता है, उससे ज्यादा तो मुझे आता है. चलो ठीक है, रहते इनके साथ एक साल, इनका प्रोग्राम करते हैं, देखते हैं क्या सीखने को मिलेगा. So when 1 year ends, now it's time for Master Suzuki to announce the result. जब रिजल्ट अनाउंस कर रहे होते हैं मास्टर सुजुकी, तो वो सारे बच्चों को एक लाइन से खड़ा कर देते हैं और वो पर्सनली अनाउंस करते हैं रिजल्ट. So he is like going from one student to another and saying to pass, to pass, to pass. And as soon as he goes to this rude student full of attitude, he says to fail. And he is like, अरे ये टीचर ने मेरे को फेल कर दिया, इसको क्या लगता है इसको मेरा काम बहुत पसंद आ गया. He's liked my work a lot and he wants me to stay here to help him. He says, कोई बात नहीं, चलो 1 more year. I will be with this teacher and I will do work for him. He likes my work. Now, again, that student is there with the teacher for 1 more year. And in this 1 more year, again, he does the work and he gets irritated. फिर कभी-कभी उसको गुस्सा भी आता था. फिर finally, end of the year, it's again time. Now in his full attitude, he goes, इस बार तो मैं पास ही हो जाऊंगा. Again, Master Suzuki goes from one student to the other and announces the result. To pass, to pass, to pass, or to फिर से fail. And he is like full of anger. कह रहा, अरे ये टीचर क्या खूसट टीचर है, इसने मुझे वापस फेल कर दिया, आज तो मैं इससे पूछ के रहूंगा. He goes to the teacher and the teacher was sitting. So Japanese have that culture, they sit on the floor और एक उनकी छोटी सी टेबल होती है, उस पर वो बैठकर चाय वगैरह पीते हैं. So he was sitting on and he just bangs the door, opens the door and asks, oh master, why, Master Suzuki, why have you failed me another time? And master says, I will tell you. First you serve tea to me. So master had a kettle and a cup with him. और master उनको बोलते हैं कि चलो cup में चाय डालो. He the student starts pouring tea in the cup. Cup full हो जाता है. Master says, और डालो. Again he is pouring and और डालो. Now the tea starts overflowing out of the cup. And he is saying, अरे मास्टर कैसे डालूं, कप तो पूरा फुल है. He said continue. Master says continue. डाल रहे पूरी टी स्पिलिंग डाउन द फ्लोर, जमीन पर बह रही है, डोर के बाहर जा रही है. And then the student gets annoyed and he throws the kettle and he says, कितनी चाय पियेंगे आप? पूरी चाय ऐसे जमीन पे बह रही है, चाय की नदियां बह रही है, कप तो पूरा फुल हो गया है. And that's where master says, exactly, कप तो पूरा full है. जब तक आप कप को empty नहीं करेंगे, उसमें आप नई knowledge कैसे डाल सकते हैं? So, an important mantra to be successful in your career is learn, unlearn, and relearn. It is very important to keep emptying your cup, because if you do not empty your cup, your knowledge will start overflowing and it will go waste. It's not of any use. And it's very important to convert your knowledge into skill. So whatever knowledge is imparted to you in the education in the institutions, do things so that it gets converted into skills. So it's said about knowledge that knowing and not doing is equal to not knowing. तो आपको जो भी knowledge मिलती है, अगर आप उसको apply नहीं करेंगे, so then it becomes zero. So it's very, very important. Now let me go back to the previous slides. Yes, so no more stories now. I will quickly share the other success mindsets as well. Now seek out challenges. Now it is very important to look for opportunities into challenges. Let's take example of COVID. अगर आप COVID में देखें, lot of companies were sitting and crying, with their hand on the head. What do we do? COVID आ गया है, lockdown हो गया है, this has happened, that had happened. But there were some companies who took an advantage of that. And what they did was they immediately overnight changed their policies. They launched their digital platforms and they started, big time approaching customers, changing their policies. So even in the challenging times, look for opportunity, because every challenge with it brings a opportunity. You are not getting a job, you are not getting an interview. Look for opportunities. I am sure there will be something worth learning for you all. So seek out challenges. Never be afraid of challenges. Take challenges, because every challenge will get you a new opportunity for you. Next one, it says, go beyond your limit. Now, let me tell you something which science has proven. Scientists say, and this is research from the top universities, scientists say that all of us as individuals are operating only at 10% of our potential. So that means there is another 90% still to be explored, and you yourself don't know that limit. So always push yourself. When you feel this task is difficult, नहीं होगा मेरे से, उस टाइम अपने आप को जरूर पुश करिए. ये जॉब नहीं यार, इस जॉब में तो 100 लोगों ने अप्लाई करा है, मेरा नहीं होगा, मैं नहीं अप्लाई. That is the time when you need to actually push yourself beyond the limit. So many times there was a research that was conducted in which cycling, people were asked to cycle. People who started cycling, when the first time they were asked to do, their speed was little slow. But the second time when they were asked to do, without even them realizing, they did much more than what they did the first time. So that's how you push yourself beyond your limit, because you yourself don't know your limit, and it applies everywhere. It applies in professional, it applies in personal life as well. Next is be flexible with the path. When I cover goal, I will talk about it. You should be clear in the target, but you have to be flexible in how you approach there. So do not adopt a rigid approach. Okay, market खराब है, ठीक है, ड्रीम करियर है मेरा, ये मेरी ड्रीम जॉब है, बट घर पे बैठ के टाइम वेस्ट करने से अच्छा let me be a little more flexible, and for the time being let me take up another job. That's a flexible approach. So be very flexible on your path to success. And next it says focus on your strengths. Now बचपन से हमेशा हमें अपनी वीकनेसेस पे फोकस करना बताया है, and that is not your fault, that is not your parents fault, that's how the culture is. अच्छा तू मैथ्स में नहीं अच्छा है, तू मैथ्स में ज्यादा फोकस कर. But I am a little different from this. I think a little different from this because I have seen successful people leveraging on their own strengths. So just find out what your strengths are. Forget the weaknesses. Everybody has weakness. Don't concentrate on the weakness. Concentrate on your strengths and just think that how you can leverage your strengths to get better results. So go ahead and find out your strengths. And next one is perfection is a myth. अब बहुत सारे टाइम लोग काम ही नहीं शुरू करते ये सोच के जब परफेक्ट मोमेंट आएगा तब मैं ये काम करूंगा. There is nothing called perfection in success. You start doing a job, you think of a dream job, you think about a dream career, go step by step, start taking baby steps, and slowly you will start becoming perfect. But if you wait for perfection, my dear friends, it never comes. Perfection is completely a myth. ये तो वही बात हो गई कि मैं अपने घर से आपके घर तब आऊंगा जब घाटकोपर से लेके कांदिवली तक के सारे सिग्नल ग्रीन हो जाएंगे. ऐसा कभी होता है क्या लाइफ में? Does it happen? No, it never happens. So these were some career success mindsets that I wanted to share. Now let's get into goal setting. Let me tell you one thing. Having goals in life is very, very important. If you do not have goal, it's like you are like a ship in the sea जिसको अपनी डेस्टिनेशन ही नहीं पता है. दो शिप्स हैं, एक शिप को अपनी डेस्टिनेशन पता है, थोड़ा बीच में इधर उधर रास्ता भूल जाती है, बट जाना कहाँ है वो पता है. So that ship will be able to make to its destination, but there is another ship which does not know where it has to go. What will happen? It will keep wandering in the sea. Exactly this happens with you if you do not have your goals. From today onwards, start setting your career goal. You know, a very common question that recruiters always ask in the interview, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line? Why do they ask this question? They ask you this question because they want to know whether you have your long-term goals in mind or not. I will share how you can set your goals. So, okay. So there are two things. There is something called as career and there is something called as job. Be fixed about your dream career, which is your long-term goal, and the different jobs that you take up your way. देखिए job क्या है? Job we take up because there are certain necessities, certain needs that we have to manage. For a student, sometimes students come to institutions taking loans. They have to take up a job because somewhere they have to also fulfill the loans that they have taken. They have a family to take care of. So taking a job is important, but you should have your ultimate dream career also fixed. What is dream career? Something that you can even do without compensation. कोई बोले कि बिना पैसे लिए भी तुम ये काम कर दो, या फिर ये काम जो तुम आज कर रहे हो आज से लेके रिटायरमेंट तक करते रहोगे, that is your dream career. But it's not that ड्रीम करियर के लिए आप फिक्स्ड माइंडसेट से बैठे रहें कि नहीं जब मेरा ड्रीम करियर या ड्रीम जॉब मिलेगा तो ही मैं जॉब स्टार्ट करूंगा. नो, यू टेक every job, every internship that come your way as a short-term goal. These are building blocks. Ultimate destination is to reach a dream career, a career in life where you will be happy. But all the others, short-term goals are actually your learnings which you are taking you there. So how do you set goals? Now, there are smart goals that people set. Before I get into, sir, how much time is left for me?
$10, ma'am. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. So, people talk about smart goals, set smart goals. I have made a 5-step process, which each one of you should note down. I will insist it's good to note down because you will forget it. You will not remember it. So, smart goals. Ab smart goals kya hota hai? It's an abbreviation, which means specific. Specific hona chahiye. Ab main bolu, I want to be successful. So, what is the definition of success? प्लीज बी स्पेसिफिक. या मैं बोलूं मुझे लाइफ में पैसा चाहिए और मेरी मम्मी आके मुझे 10 रुपए दे गई, बोली ले पैसा. अरे मुझे तो 10 करोड़ चाहिए था और मम्मी 10 रुपए दे गई, बिकॉज आई वॉज नॉट स्पेसिफिक. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी स्पेसिफिक व्हेन यू आर सेटिंग योर गोल्स. Make your goals measurable. Just quantify them. For example, I want from 5 years down the line, I want to earn this much regular income, monthly income. I want to earn 50 lakh rupees regular income. Measurable in terms of money, quantified, make it in quantity. Then next comes attainable, which people talk of, but unfortunately I don't agree to it, because लोग बोलते हैं कि जितना तुम attain कर सको उतने ही बड़े goals सोचो. But I differ from this. I say set your goals high. If your goals are high, you will for sure achieve it. If you think that you do not have, one thing that I have mentioned in my book, which says be resourceful. It's not about what resources you have today. It's about where your mindset takes you, how resourceful you are. So don't think today whether you will be able to achieve it or not, but make big goals which will take you big, because if you think big, you will become big. So attainable, do not consider that. Yes, relevant you have to consider, because whatever goals you are making, they should not be haphazard. They should match with each other. And next is time bound. Always fix a timeline when you are making a goal. Next step is first make your long-term goals. So where you want to go 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, where you want to be. First fix your long-term goals. Long-term goals, any goals 5 years and above are long-term goals. And next, then you fix your short-term goals. So your long-term goals should be actually taking you closer. Your short-term goals should be taking you closer to your long-term goal. They should be such that ultimately your long-term goal is fulfilled. So first set the long-term goal, then the short-term goals. Next is writing. Very, very important. So I will be end of the presentation sharing my email ID. I am giving you this success mantra for today. Write your goals every day. Trust me, if you write your goals every day and do it regularly for 3 to 6 months, if your life doesn't change, you can always come back to me. Write to me on my email ID and tell me that, madam, I have been writing my goals, but my life has not changed. What writing does is writing gives you a lot of clarity. Writing makes things register in your subconscious mind. And if you write something, you are sure to attain it. Another thing which I always ask my mentees to do is every morning, make a to-do list. Make a list of activities out of which at least one activity should be such that is taking you closer to your goal, to your short-term goal. So one such activity, making a to-do list, is very, very important. Make a journal for yourself. Look at this. I have my own journal. Every day I write my goals in it. And I write it, and so far God has been great enough that before the date that I write, that goal gets fulfilled, manifested. So I will tell you how to write your goals also. Once again, I say, change the plan, not the goal. Be fixed on your goal. It's okay. Plan A नहीं work करा होगा, plan B नहीं work करा होगा, और बहुत सारे और 20-25 अल्फाबेट्स हैं. दूसरा प्लान लगाइए. But Don't change your goal. If failures come your way, it's okay. You can change your plan. You can change on how you want to take the action, but be fixed on your goal. How to write your goals. You can note down this format. This is the best format to write your goals. Sorry. I am so happy and grateful, because unless you are happy, unless you are grateful and show your gratitude for what you have in life, you will not get anything. That my goal of, now you can write your goals here, that my goal of earning 5 lakh rupees monthly income has manifested easily before. Now before, you have to write a date here, any date. Before so and so date, by the blessings of God and universe, so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Write your goals every day. Make 5 goals, 10 goals, write 2-3 pages of goals. That's okay. Write your goals every day in the same format, and it will take you long way. So I think I have almost completed my time. Is it, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you allow me 5 minutes, so I will not go into the details, but I'm sure the students also want to know what are the top 10 skills that the recruiters look for a dream career, because definitely this 20% of the skills make a lot of difference. So
Please,
I will just,
please.
just show them the skills, and then I will not talk much in detail about it. So the skills are, number 1 is communication skills, adaptability, networking, out of the box thinking, learnability, how open you are to learning, integrity, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, कि कितनी अच्छी तरह से लोगों की प्रॉब्लम आप सॉल्व करते हैं. People always, lot of 99% time companies hire you for how quickly you are able to solve their problems. Listening, very important skills, because if you are able to listen, you are good at details. Art of selling, very important. People always think selling, oh, sales and marketing की बात कर रही, मुझे नहीं जाना इसमें. No, you are wrong, my dear friends. Selling, you have to even sell yourself in the interview. So you have to be very good in the art of selling. And last but not the least is positive thinking, having a positive outlook, because where your thought goes, energy flows. So always keep your thought in positive things. And recently, for the year 2020, World Economic Forum has added one more skill, which is the cognitive flexibility, how open you are to switch between 2 works while doing them simultaneously. In simple terms, you can also call them multitasking. Companies also look for this skill. So these are some skills. Kabhi time rahega, I will share them in details. So I think Q&A sir will take. This is my email ID. I am available on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. You can always follow me. I also have a closed Facebook group where I share a lot of content for millennials, which is called the Millennial Career Forum. So you can follow that Facebook group. You can be a part of that group. So that's it from my end. I will stop sharing my screen and just a second. Yes, and before I just hand over to Dr. Lakshman, so if you all can let me know in the comments that how did you find the session? Did you find it interesting? Just one word. Put one word interesting in the comment box. Just put one word interesting in the comment box. And okay, great. Thank you so much. And I hand over to Dr. Lakshman.
That was a really amazing, energetic, and inspiring talk, ma'am. In this afternoon.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
And so many things to learn from the talk. I mean, I just try to list out, but then again, I don't want to list out. But then I would like to save this time for question and answers. I'm sure there will be plenty of questions from the student side. Let us spend the next 10 to 15 minutes for the question and answers. And I request all the students from 10 who have just finished their 10+2 to take this opportunity to clarify their doubts with regard to the Pharma MBA course, as well as if they have any general doubts with regard to their career settings or goal settings. Yeah, please go ahead. Please, students, one by one, raise your hands and you can we can take your questions. Yeah, I think Revati, she wants to ask a question. Please go ahead. Hello.
Vedvati texted something that she want to ask the question.
Oh, okay. Let me read the chat.
Yes, Vedvati.
Yes, Vedvati, please go ahead.
Vedvati, you can speak directly.
You can unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Can I speak or do I need to type?
You can speak.
Yeah, you can speak. You can speak. No problem.
Vedvati, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, Vedvati, please speak.
No, Vedvati, go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Vedvati. I have a question that in one of your slides you mentioned that perfection is a myth.
Right.
Very often, why is it considered as a myth? I mean, don't you think that it actually stops us from, thinking and growing us? Like
Yeah,
usually
exactly.
it really
Exactly.
it stops us from. It brings a boundary to our thoughts, and it really like stops us from working hard and to really try to make it perfect.
Exactly. That's why I say it's a myth. Myth is what? Myth means something which is wrong perception. And that's why I say that perfection is a myth. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity to come in. Just go ahead, start. And once you start doing, perfection will always keep coming your way. So don't let perfection come in the way of your success.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Vedvati, Rachna ma'am, if you don't mind, I want to add something.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, Vedvati, what ma'am is expecting or what perfection is myth, this statement is expecting. Whenever we are expecting ourselves or whenever we are putting ourselves as a perfect, once we complete or when we get the perfection in that particular task, and then we'll go ahead for the next step. So instead of waiting for that moment when we'll get entire fulfilled, skills and everything to complete that task, so we are actually wasting our time. And by the time you get all the skills, those things or the task may get obsolete. So instead of waiting for time, just start with what you have towards your goal. So on the way, you may reach to your perfection spot, and you can easily go to your goal. So that's what it says. Like perfection is myth. It's not like
Okay,
you
sir.
don't try to be perfect. It is a process. It is a process. So you try to be
Okay,
perfect,
sir.
but don't stop yourself. Be on the way. That's what ma'am want to say. I think what she is expecting from this statement is.
Absolutely sir. वो मैंने एग्जांपल दिया ना कि आप वेट करते रहते हैं कि सारे सिग्नल ग्रीन होंगे तब जाएंगे, वैसा तो होता ही नहीं ना. आप शुरू करिए, सिग्नल ग्रीन होते चले जाएंगे.
Yes,
even we don't know what is there in the next signal.
Exactly.
And there is no meaning to wait on this particular point. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see, we have more questions. Any more questions from the students?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead, Maniswini.
Yeah, a very good afternoon to one and all. First of all, sir and ma'am, both, it was a really good presentation. I mean, it was very helpful. So my question is, ma'am, according to you, what is a better teacher? Should we say failure is a better teacher or success? I mean,
Failure.
I'm curious.
Failure. Fail the failure faster. The fast you fail, the quick you will succeed.
Don't waste time on fail.
Yes. Keep trying, keep failing, keep trying, keep failing. Fail and try. It's a continuous process.
Yeah.
Look, just study the autobiography of all the successful people. They have failed multiple times in life. But don't repeat the same mistake again. Don't repeat, don't make the same mistake again. Every mistake has got some area of improvement. Learn from that area and don't repeat it again. If you repeat it again, that means there is something going wrong.
I have something different opinion about fail and success. Uh, don't expect to be failed, Manaswini. Don't start with a mindset that failing will going to give me success, or after failing only I could get the success. It's not like that. Actually, all are results. There is no pass or fail. All are result. It's your perception that makes it successful or unsuccessful. Just try to be on the journey, and you will get the point. But without stop.
Yeah, absolutely. So like sir said, there is nothing called as failure. It is feedback. So either you succeed or you get a feedback. Get a feedback. Okay, this is the feedback. Next time that. That's about.
Hello. That was a wonderful advice. Yes, Mr. Hrishikesh Joshi, you have any?
Ma'am, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Santosh, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
सर आई डू हैव मेरा सवाल ये है अभी मैम मैं सवाल ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि मैंने गोल बना दिया एज अ पेरेंट कि मैंने हेलो
मिस्टर जोशी आपकी आवाज जरा कट रही है फिर से कैन यू प्लीज रिपीट अगेन
or you can type your question in the comment box.
Yeah, I can read it. You can type.
Right now, can you listen me right now?
Yeah, now it is good.
Better.
So as I'm asking a question as a parent, कि मैंने मेरे बच्चों को इंजीनियर बनाने का गोल मैंने टारगेट रखा है, गोल रखा है, और मेरा बच्चा आर्ट्स में या लिटरेचर में इंटरेस्टेड है.
तो सर मैं एक बात बोलूं, आप गोल बनाइए अपने लिए, बच्चा गोल बनाएगा अपने लिए. एज अ पेरेंट आपके लिए मैं बस इतना कहना चाहूंगी, जिस चीज को बच्चा अच्छे से करे, दिल लगा के करे, वो उसको करने दीजिए. वो अपने आप गोल बनाकर उस एरिया में वंडर्स कर देगा.
Okay. Most of the days I am facing a competitive problem right now here. अभी लोग ऐसा ये प्रॉब्लम फेस करते हैं कि माँ बाप का गोल अलग होता है और बच्चों का गोल अलग होता है, तो बच्चे कंफ्यूज रहते हैं. तो इस बारे में क्लैरिटी, बच्चों का गोल बच्चे डिसाइड नहीं कर पाते. वेरी फ्यू ऑफ द गाइज दे कैन मेक द गोल, so they may take time even though, and this would be rather very difficult for them.
As a parent, because I am also a parent to a daughter of a 14-year-old daughter, so my thing is just show them the path. As parents हम उनको खाली डायरेक्शन दिखा दें और उसके बाद उनको चूज करने दें. बिकॉज आई थिंक बहुत सारे मिलेनियल्स हैं हमारे साथ इस ग्रुप में. आजकल के बच्चे बहुत स्मार्ट हैं, वो सारी इंफॉर्मेशन कहाँ से कब गैदर करनी है बहुत अच्छी तरह से दो नो द सोर्सेज. इट्स जस्ट दैट वी नीड टू शो देम what information is right, what is authentic and what is not. Once we show them the direction and keep guiding them, don't push them, just guide them. It's what I think. If you would always want to add something, Dr. Santosh or Dr. Pethe.
Sir, actually, while making your ward, making your child to set a goal, or instead of setting goal for them, what you can do, you try to find out the interest while day-to-day interaction. What is his interest? Because we can't figure out what is the interest by single interaction, or no teacher or no any third person can figure out what is the interest of your child. But you can do better way, like daily have interaction, okay, and try to figure out what is his interest. Because nowadays every student, every child is flooded with information, because the set of information as a part of a mobile set or any social media is open to them. Just allow them very strictly, very disciplinedly to interact with those information, and then help them to set their goal instead of setting their goal for them. Okay. Let them realize what is his interest, let them realize what is his passion or niche, and then allow them to take deep dive in that.
Yes.
Joshi ji, I want to add something here. कुमार विश्वास को आप जानते होंगे। कुमार विश्वास के फादर ने उनका एडमिशन इंजीनियरिंग में करवा दिया था, ये सोच के कि मेरा बच्चा एक अच्छा इंजीनियर बनेगा। 6 महीने के बाद उन्होंने इंजीनियरिंग का प्रोग्राम छोड़ के ही ज्वाइन आर्ट्स का प्रोग्राम, और आज शायद ही इज अ वेरी सक्सेसफुल पर्सन।
यस।
So just see what is the interest of your child, that is very important.
यस सर, लेकिन सवाल यह है कि माँ बाप को उनके बच्चों के फेल्यूर के बारे में बहुत डर होता है।
हाँ, ये तो सही है।
तो दे वोंट बी अश्योर नहीं हो पाते, इसलिए ये सवाल मेरा था ऐसा। ओके सर, ओके सर, थैंक यू
सर। मैं एक चीज आपको यहाँ पर ऐड करना चाहूंगी कि बच्चों को जो है आप जैसे होता है मछली पकड़ना सिखा दीजिए, लेकिन उनके लिए पकड़िए मत, और वो जो भी करेंगे अपने एरिया में वो अच्छा ही करेंगे। आप देखिए, या
गुड एग्जांपल, थैंक यू।
More questions from student side or the parents?
रचना मैम, एक क्वेश्चन आपके लिए मेरे साइड से।
हाँ बोलिए ना सर।
ये सक्सेस के बीच में कंफर्ट जोन बार बार आता है, व्हाट टू डू इन दैट केस? मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम लाइक जैसे आज संडे है कि नहीं, आज मुझे कुछ नहीं करना है, संडे है।
सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज, कंफर्ट जोन जो है ना, आप जैसे ही कंफर्ट जोन में आए, चाहे आप करियर में हो, चाहे आप लर्निंग में हो, चाहे जो लोग बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं स्टूडेंट लाइफ में हो, as soon as you come in the comfort zone, आपकी सक्सेस ब्लॉक हो जाती है, because magic happens only outside the comfort zone। और उसके लिए आपको अपने लिमिट के बियॉन्ड पुश करना पड़ेगा। जब जिस टाइम इसका एक टिप है कि जिस टाइम आपका माइंड या ब्रेन आपको ये बोल रहा हो कि ये काम मुझे नहीं करना, उस टाइम जरूर करिए। एंड देयर इज अ ट्रिक which I called the launch pad trick। ब्रेन क्या होता है, ब्रेन खाली 5 सेकंड लेता है डिसाइड करने में। अगर वो 5 सेकंड में आपने ब्रेन को के ऊपर कंट्रोल कर लिया तो आप विनर हैं, और नहीं तो ब्रेन आपको चलाएगा। तो व्हाट दैट ट्रिक इज दैट इफ अगर आपके माइंड में हो रहा अरे यार आज संडे है, आज 8 बजे तक सोता हूँ, आज कंफर्ट जोन में रहना है, तो उस समय अगले 5 सेकंड में उठ जाइए, जस्ट डू इट। और जैसे ही वो 5 सेकंड निकल जाएंगे ना, यू विल विन ओवर योर mind, over your brain. You will take over, and it's very important to control our brain. Brain is part of our body, no? We have to control our brain. We cannot let the brain control us.
I think there is a question from Tailures.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Chetri. Now can you hear, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
So ma'am, thank you for such a great session. And actually you said failure is equal to feedback, like it gives you some, you can improvise on something, but there are times where, I cannot figure out where I must have gone wrong or what feedback should I take. So how can we figure out that?
So what happens is when you fail or when you are in that anxiety or stress mode, your mind is not able to think. So best thing is just choose a mentor or choose somebody who can in that time when you are not able to think from your mind, choose a mentor, go to that mentor, tell the mentor that this is what has happened and I have not been able to successful. Can you give me a feedback? If you get a job, if you are in right now in college, if in your subject, if you are not able to perform well, go with the answer sheet to your faculty members. I am sure no faculty member is going to say that I am not going to share a feedback. They will. Similarly, if you are in a job, if you've not got a promotion, go ahead, speak to your boss. No boss wouldn't like everybody. And let me tell you something. Everybody loves to give gyan and teach people. Everybody loves to teach people. So go to your mentor. Mentor can be any senior also from your, so if you are in like 3rd year of the program, somebody who's in the 4th year, 5th year, go and speak to them and ask them that I need some guidance. People will be happy. It's just that you need to ask. हम ask नहीं करते, लोग देते नहीं.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Absolutely. Perfect, ma'am. Perfect.
More questions?
Sir, I would like to go next.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am
Good
Disha.
afternoon. Hi,
And
Disha.
actually, in this rapid growing world where people really running forward for the success, you said set your goal and be focused. But to
Yes,
be honest, at this age, how to figure out to be focused at a point when you know you have so much distractions around?
that's what focus is all about. So there are two things. Set your goals. I am not saying that you don't spend a time, with your friends or things that give you pleasure or make you feel happy, because happy रहना भी बहुत important है life में ना. अब आप सब youngster हैं, अब लॉकडाउन के बाद आप जब भी मिलेंगे आप लोग पार्टी करेंगे ही ना, तो ठीक है, that's important, that because being happy is also a state of mind, वो भी important है. कब, लेकिन कब करना है, कैसे करना है और किस तरह से वो आपके गोल को डिस्टर्ब ना करे, ये आपको डिसाइड करना है. ओके, सो go ahead, decide, make a timetable for yourself, make a time. Okay, one day, like how we do in dieting, one day is a cheat day, ऐसे ही one day is a fun day, जिस दिन मैं सब मस्ती वाली एक्टिविटीज करूंगी, लेकिन मुझे अपना गोल पता है, मुझे अपना फोकस पता है, वो मैं नहीं हटाऊंगी. बाकी हफ्ते के 5 दिन 6 दिन मैं फोकस बना के रखूंगी, एक दिन मैं चीट डे मनाऊंगी, which is good.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
More questions from the students? If there are no questions, can we close it then?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I would request you. I have a request. Can
Yeah.
this beautiful audience put their videos on? I wanted to take a photograph. It's such a lovely audience. Can you all, if you are okay, just put your video on for a few seconds and I'll take your photograph. It's okay, whatever is background you are in. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, okay. Everybody else. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's so wonderful interacting with each one of you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Rachel ma'am. It's really motivating, and thank you, Santosh sir.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. I think we have come to the end of this event, and may I request Dr. Rahul Maheshwari to please present a vote of thanks to our speakers. Dr. Rahul, it's over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Puli. Am I audible?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this event happen. First, I wish to present a sincere vote of thanks to our today's speaker, Ms. Rachna Kakkar, Millennium Career Specialist, for meaningful insight on how to select the future path, which is really very important. I would like to extend my thanks to another speaker of the day, Dr. Santosh Yele, who is my fellow colleague, Assistant Professor, School of Pharmacy and Technology Management, SVKM's NMIMS Hyderabad campus, for unveiling the exciting career options available in the field of pharmacy. We are also thankful to Dr. Ravi Kiran, In-charge Director, NMIMS Hyderabad, and Dr. Bala Prabhakar, Dean SPP, SPTM Mumbai, for granting the permission to conduct this event. I would like to express my deep gratitude to Dr. Anil Pethe, Associate Dean, SPTM Hyderabad, for encouraging us. Last but not least, I like to thank Dr. Lakshman Puli and Dr. Kapil Kumar as a part of our team. And most importantly, I would like to thank all the participants on the board, their parents, their students, for attending this very good event. Thank you once again to everyone present on board. Over to you, Dr. Puli.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And thank you, Rachna madam. Thank you, Santosh sir. And this was a wonderful event in this afternoon. I mean, it was very energetic, lots of take-home messages. In fact, I would say life-changing messages, actually, if you really follow them. So and students who have further doubts, you are please requested to visit our NMIMS Hyderabad web pages. There you have plenty of information related to our course and all the activities we take up. And I think it's already 2 p.m. It's time to close. Dr. Anil Pet, if you have any closing remarks, otherwise we'll close down. Sir, you have to unmute yourself, sir.
Sir, we'll have faculty interaction for 5 minutes. Other participants, they can leave this meeting.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Have a nice Sunday evening, and hopefully we'll meet another such event again. Thank you, and have a nice evening, all of you. Bye bye.
So thank you, Rachna ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
ma'am.
live streaming बंद कर दो ना.
Yeah, I request all the faculty members to stay back.
Anil sir, do we require Rachna ma'am to stay back or
No, only our faculty member. Thank you,
Okay.
Rachna ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Rachna ma'am, thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Rachna ma'am. Thank
Same
you.
here. Same here. Thank you so much, everybody.
Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
So, Santosh sir.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Just let me confirm. All the participants are left.
Yeah. I think only 4 of us are there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And everybody has left the room. So, though the number of participation is, I think only 23, but the event was excellent one. What we can do, like we can put this event, like that's why I told you ki make it live. So that live ka link will forward to all the participants, those they have registered, and we'll tell them ki you might not have joined during that particular time. You missed the event, but then this is the link available. By that way, like we can do the promotion. Similarly, I think